Welcome to part 2 of the DDS solution tutorial. In this part of the tutorial, I will be showing you how to download your completed study models to your computer and subsequently view them and be able to take measurements, manipulate them, etc. So starting from the DDS solution homepage, I've already logged into my previously created account. I'm going to click the Orders tab. Once I've clicked the Orders tab, this is going to load my list of orders and cases that I've submitted, and this is the case that we previously submitted in part 1 of the tutorial, and you'll notice that now the impression status has been updated to cleaned up, meaning that this case has been finished, and I've also received an email notification letting me know that. You'll also notice that on the right hand side there's a download column and a download link that is now available to me. So I'm going to click the download button, which will automatically start the download of my study model. Now, I use Google Chrome for my browser. Other browsers may be different, but what happens if I click this finish download button in Google Chrome is it's going to want to open this case inside of Google Chrome, and as you'll see here, all my information is listed correctly, but where the study model should be is this grayed out box, and it's not available. So in order to view our 3D interactive PDF study models, you do need to save these models to a folder on your desktop. So what I've done is saved this model to a folder that I've titled Study Models, and here it is. These models need to be opened with some sort of Adobe Reader. I have the professional version of Adobe Acrobat installed on my computer, so that's my default setting. As you'll see here, open with Adobe Acrobat 11. But if you right click on your model, you can also go down to open with, and most computers should have an option to open with Adobe Reader. So that is, if you don't have that option, you should be able to download that for free from the Adobe website, and I would select that option, and you can then open up these interactive 3D models. So this is what you'll see once you open up your 3D model inside of Adobe. You've got all of your information that has been transferred from your order form listed here, and below you will see the actual physical study model that is available to you to manipulate. Once I hover over this, you'll also notice that a toolbar appears with many different options and things that I can do. So if you left click, you can rotate the model as you wish. You can also zoom in and out by using the scroll wheel on your mouse. Will allow you to zoom in and out on your model. If you look on this toolbar above, you'll see a drop-down menu that's titled Views. By clicking that drop-down menu, you'll be given a list of 6 preset views that you can use to view your study model. So we have an anterior view, posterior. You can also check a right and left lateral view of your models, and a superior and inferior view. Now, in order to utilize those superior and inferior views, what you'll need to do is come over here to the left hand side of the screen to this option titled Model Tree. You'll see here something called PDF 3D Scene. And if I click the little plus icon next to that, it's going to open up this menu, and you'll see listed here upper and lower. Now I can toggle on and off the upper and lower arches here. So if I toggle off the lower arch with the inferior view here, now I can see what it looks like inside of the mouth of the patient. So that can be very helpful to you as you go about treatment planning or just viewing your models in general. I'm going to go back to the anterior view here on this model so that I can show you another important tool that is found on this toolbar, which is the measurement tool. If I click the ruler here, I'm going to get some additional 3D measurement navigation tips. I'm just going to go ahead and close that. What you'll want to make sure is when you get this toolbar open that none of these on the snap enables are selected, and that the only selected icon is this ruler here, the 3D point-to-point measurement. Now what that's going to allow us to do is to select 2 points on our study model, and it's going to give us a measurement between those 2 points. So if I measure from canine to canine here on this model, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the first one and drag my cursor over to the second one here and go ahead and click again. It's going to give me a measurement in millimeters, and you can see here it's listed at 35.908 millimeters. And then you'll notice that this number is still moving back and forth. That's just asking me where I want to place that number. So if I drag my mouse out to the side, away from that model, I can just go ahead and click, and then that measurement is there. So that will allow it to be out of the way from the rest of the model to go ahead and be able to manipulate that. So to turn off that measurement tool, you'll just click back on the rotate button, and I can still manage to rotate my model and manipulate it as needed. Now, those are the basic features of our 3D interactive PDF study models. If you had any additional questions, you can feel free to contact us either through phone or by email, and we'll gladly help you in viewing your models and giving you access to any other needed features that you may have.